Hello everyone, BuddyFigGlasgow here. Corvi with you. This is kind of different. This is kind of special for me because just there on Sunday last Sunday I got into the top 8 of the Huddersfield regionals and the Huddersfield National Championship, and it was my first ever top 8. And so basically I just wanted to make a deck profile. Huge shout out to Ryan. This is essentially his build. He helped me. He helped me with the side. He helped me with absolutely everything. I think I might even have an identical deck to him. Like, the man is just fucking insane at the game, and he deserves to be shout out for this because I wouldn't have got to it if it wasn't for him and his help. So we'll just get straight into it. Obviously, I pulled this, so this was kind of sentimental to me. So I wanted to play as my buddy as you would expect me to. Obviously, it's not practical because you're not always going to call for her, but you know, I went with it. For those of you who don't know what it does, it's a size 3 727 call cost. It's put 2 cards from your top of your deck into the soul and pay 3 gauge. If this card is in your center, this card can if this card in your center on the field cannot be destroyed by card effects, and you cannot be dealt damage by card effects, double attack and soul guard. Obviously, extremely strong. Just, you know. So we'll just go straight into the deck. I'll move this over here out of the way. We'll just go straight into the deck. We'll start monsters, size 3s. Size 3s, 4 of 4, obviously, like, can't be destroyed by card effects, 2 soul, and just insanely massive. Insanely massive. And can't be dealt, like, card effects, damage, so it's insanely good. I was playing 3 of the Indigo Gem Crystal Dragon Aphora. Basically, it's pay 3 gauge, put the top card of your deck into the soul. 727, size 3 monster, obviously. Can be destroyed by card effects, and your opponent's field gets a -1 attack, -1 defense to their entire field. The only reason I'm running this over the secret pack one is because it has double attack. Literally, like, Ryan again explained all this to me, like, and in hindsight, I think I kind of wish I played the secret pack one, but this did put in some work at least 2 of the games, so I can't complain. I set out to get top 8, and that's exactly what I done. 3 of the green crystal dragon. I don't even know how to say that. Shidri? Okay. I almost wasn't playing this, and then I bumped it up to. I almost didn't play this, and then I bumped it up because I was going to play all the Aphoras, but then I bumped it to 3 and took the secret pack one out because the attack pop is just far too good. Like, if people are trying to protect the stuff on their field and they're using hand, they then need to use hand just to replace the stuff on the field. So it's extremely good. 825 size 3 monster, pay 2 gauge, put top card of your deck into soul. When this is destroyed, you gain a life. When this attacks, if you're on 7 or more life, destroy a monster on your opponent's side of the field. Extremely good for getting over, like, Jaegers, and just a really strong turn 1 play as well, because people need to destroy it, and it's 5,000 defense, so, like, that's pretty reasonable. But you destroy it twice, I'm on 12 life, and it's not even my second turn, you know, so extremely good. It's an original size 3, but turns to a size 0 if you have if you have an original size 3 in your monster, in your center, sorry, in your monster. Iron Crystal Dragon Everclear. This was by far MVP. Just outright MVP of the day. Pay 1 gauge. If you have an original size 3 dragon, Prism dragon in your center, the size of this is on your left or right is reduced by 3. Turns into a size 0 for 1 gauge. When your a card on your opponent's field attacks, change the target to this attack. You can see why that's insanely strong. So a forest sitting in the centre with its 7,000 defense if you don't have the boots. This is just sitting like, okay, cool. This is an extra attack and essentially another soul, basically. So you need to kill this 4 times. You need to kill this and then kill this 4 times. And you can't do that in 1 turn unless your bats, like, just, it's totally insane. It's 2 crits, 7,000 defense, insanely strong. Get you out of the way. Red Crystal Dragon Muriel. Dumb. It's dumb as hell. It's basically the new draw card. It's because the other secret pack one was place it if you have a size 3 draw card. This is even better because when a Prism Dragon on your field is destroyed, you gauge and draw on your opponent's turn, and if they kill this, it still triggers. So it's just insanely strong. Just to be like, cool. We have your 4 in the center. We have the redirector, and then we have Muriel, and then we're just like, okay, cool. This redirects their attack to this, and you just like brush up her, prevent it from leaving the field, gain a gauge. This triggers, gain another gauge, and draw a card. So like, it just combos for absolute days, and it's insane. And last but not least for the monsters, I ran 3 Aphora SD. I was trying to run the triple R that burns, but ever since I put that in, I hated it, and I was just like, I want to run SD, like I want to try it, and then I reread it, and I was like, okay, that definitely needs to go inside the deck. So it's size 0, free 1 free, pay 1 gauge. If you have an original size 3 dragon, Prism Dragon in your center, on your left and right, this card on your left or right cannot be destroyed. If a size 3 monster would be destroyed, you may put this card from your field to the drop zone and it remains on the field. So again, it triggers the Muriel effect because it is basically still destroyed, but it remains on field when you put this away, triggering this. It was just insane. I was really upset with a play I made against Jake, but I'll explain all my games that I went through at the end of the profile. Spells. 3 Starjack boost, 3 enhancement. Just gauge and draw if you have a size 3 in your center. Gauge and draw if you're on 7 or more. Both of these should be fairly easy to pull off. This is great turn 1 because you've got an extra gauge, so in case you get boots and a Aphora, you can do both, and then everything just fills out from there. Just gauge and draw, like absolutely essential for the deck, no questions asked. 3 mystery setting. I was playing 4, but I had to take out 1 to fit in space for another card at the end of the spells you'll see. So you can attach this. You can put this into the soul of a Prism Dragon on your field. It cannot be removed from your soul by card effects, and when an opponent declares an attack at the monster that this is in the soul of, you gauge a card. Like, who doesn't love gauge? Brush upper, like I explained. If something was to be destroyed on your field, a prism dragon on your field, you play this, it remains on the field and you gauge a card, and it's counter speed, and it triggers Muriel. New nullify. If you had an attack on my opponent's turn, and if I have a prism dragon in my center, nullify the attack, and if I have a item equipped, it cannot be nullified. It's free. It's better than the secret one, the burn one, because it's free. It can't be nullified for a start if you have an item, and it doesn't require you to attack the center, so you can protect other things as well. Just infinitely better than the gauge one, burn one. And this, I don't even know what this is called actually. Additional duel. Counter, give a Prism Dragon on your field, 5,000 defense and counter attack. Like, just putting this on Everclear, the redirector, and then just having it go, cool, I'm now a 5-2-12, slap me back. And then watching my opponent go, okay, in turn, because they don't have anything else to get over it. Like, it's so satisfying. Items. Obviously, just 4 crystal spikes. It needs to be played at 4, like, it's just insane. Pale Engage. The ability of your Prism Dragon in the center cannot be nullified, and it gets plus 2,000 defense and 2,000 attack. This ability cannot be nullified. So if you go up against Star and you have this and a Fora out, you're taking no. It's got Soul Guard, it's got its double attack, it's can't be destroyed by blah blah blah, and then it becomes a 9/9. Like, that's huge. And then the other effect is, at the end of the battle that a Prism Dragon monster on your field was attacked, so anywhere, left, right, or center, if you have a Prism Dragon in your center, after the battle is resolved, deal 1 damage. This activates once per turn. Simple. And I ran 2 of the Lapras shoes, because hitting no shoes is infinitely worse than hitting this. And this is actually pretty alright in itself. Pale Engage. All abilities of Prism Dragons on your field cannot be nullified. So all Prism Dragons, so your boots, your left, center, and your right. And then and they get plus 1,000 attack, plus 1,000 defense. So all my monsters get plus 1,000 attack, plus 1 defense. At the end of the battle, where a Prism monster would be attacked, monsters in your center gain plus 1,000. So, say a Fora is sitting in the center, and you have Everclear and you have Muriel, sorry. Cool, so they attack, say they attack Everclear, triggers. So, your Fora goes to 829. Say you nullify it, cool. They then attack Everclear again. It triggers again. So now your Fora is 8-10. So say they kill it, and then they attack thingy, and you nullify it. And say they're playing Thunder Empire, and they have another fucking attack. It's now 8-11. You know what I mean? It is insanely huge. So hitting these is infinitely better than hitting no shoes at all. And then I played 2 of the Cristiano Crystal Shot. Counter if my opponent, if I pay 2 gauge, if my opponent is on 4 or less health, 4 or less life, sorry, I didn't take any damage this turn, and I have a Prism Dragon in my center, deal 4 damage. Basically, it wins you the game. It can't be nullified. The damage cannot be reduced, can't be nullified, and if my opponent's life would become 0, it cannot be changed. So you can't like resurrect or anything like that. Just far, far, far too good not to play at all. Side deck. Where did I even put my side deck? Where did I put my side deck? It's still in my deck box. Hold on. Cool. 2 buff grinder. Because executioners are still a thing, and plus 2,000 attack and defense to my entire field, or destroy a card on the field. It's pretty solid counter speed. There was a game where I played an executioner guy, and he had 3 cards in hand and no gauge. He played one of the searchers. He searched out the spell, and I just popped it, and he scooped. It's far too good. 2 of the Extend Defender. I hated this. I wish I never played this. And in fact, we'll leave that to the last. I sided this in twice. I didn't use it. Basically, I barely didn't use it, but like it was still better than this. So It's you can only cast this if you have a size P Prism Dragon on the field. Pay 1 gauge, pay 1 life. Choose and use one of the two following. Put all souls from your from a monster on your opponent's field to the drop zone, or destroy a card in your opponent's field. So, I never played Prisms. And basically the only decks I were playing that were running weapons were Thunder Empire, and I can't pop that weapon anyway, so I didn't side this in against anything because I just didn't play anything that it was useful against. Antimatter Cloud, again, I just discard a card from your hand, pay 1 gauge, nullify the call of a size 3 monster. I didn't play Prisms, again. I played Zodiac, and I played Jaeger. I sided it in against Jaeger, didn't see it. Sided it in against Zodiac. I killed his Zodiac, he called one, I nullified it, and he scooped. And an extra Cristiano Ronaldo crystal shot. Yeah, so the Extend Defender, you can only cast this if you have a monster with 2 or more soul in the field. Pay 1 gauge. For this turn, any damage you would be dealt is reduced to 0, or you rest a monster in your opponent's field. I sided this in so that when I called my Aphora and Thunder Empire went bats, cool, attack, like I could just rest the bats. But one, I never had Aphora out. I never had the 2 soul Aphora out when I sided this in, and then it was a dead draw because I don't have 2 soul, so it was completely useless. What I wish I sided in instead are 2 of these jewelry chest. You can cast this on your opponent's turn, pay 1 gauge, return all size 1 or less monsters to the owner's hand. I wish I played this instead, because every single time I played against Thunder Empire, the games I was losing were when I had a monster center, no left or right, and Thunder Empire just goes cool bats, call a size 1, and then call the wee 0 guy. These extra attacks from the 0 and the size 1 really fucking mattered, because they were getting a soul or 2 just from like link attacking with the bats. So if the bats didn't have it to link attack, you know, they would have, that would be 2 damage that I wasn't taking and another 2 damage that I wasn't taking, just because they would have to get through more soul. So I wish I played this over the Extend Defenders, in my opinion. But guys, that is the deck profile for my top 8. Finally got one, and it's not just Sam putting his top 8s up on the page. I know we haven't been around much, but it is very, very difficult with all of us having jobs and stuff like that. So just wanted to make a wee update and stuff. So round one was Jaeger. The first game I sat on Everclear on my centre for 4 turns, got a 4-1. Next round sat on Green Crystal Dragon, just popped all his stuff. He missed timing to gauge a card for Jaeger, so he only had 2 gauge, and after that I sweeped. Round 2, I played against Robert, Thunder Empire. Or was it? No. Jesus, what did I play second? I can't remember what I played second. Played the Jaeger. Because I either played Robert second or third, which was like, I was sweating playing that. Like, I was absolutely sweating playing that because he was playing really, really well, and that was the only Thunder Empire deck that I won. I'll let you know if I can remember what I played in the second or third round, because I honestly can't remember. Fourth round I played Jake. That was the worst game of my entire life. Like, he was sitting on what's it called? The OG Balsalé, and I had a soul in this, and I had this on the field, and I had a Muriel on field. So he had 2 gauge, so he went cool battle phase, counter pop, counter pop, and I completely forgot about this, and I put it to my drop. I could have got a game free out of Jake because this and the Muriel link attacking with the green Crystal Dragon would have won me the game because all damages are just by 1. That would have won me the game, and I would have at least got a game free out of him. So I went 3-0, played Jake, and then all my confidence just went downhill from there. And that's where Ryan came in, and Ryan, he picked me up and he was like, look, let's get your confidence back, blah blah blah, and he just helped me out so much. First round I played Zodiac, as you know. Played Zodiac. I destroyed his stuff. I just pulled God hands. I don't know what it was. I was pulling absolute God hands. And then game 2 I decided in the antimatter clouds. Killed his Zodiac first turn. He didn't have any nullifiers or anything. He played another Zodiac and I just nullified it and he scooped. Like, there was nothing he could do. And then 4th round I played Fusion. First game I didn't see a size 3. He killed me in 2 turns. Impacted me. And then game 2 I had to top. He had 3 cards in hand, but he didn't have a nullify. I had to top deck. I had 1 gauge, so I gauged, and then my draw. If my draw was this, I would have got a game free, but it was like a Starjack boost, and I'd already used a Starjack boost that turn. So, you know, I had to top deck this, or I lost the game, basically. And I lost the game because I didn't top deck it. And then top 8 was called. I got called. I was dumbstruck. I played against Jake in the top 8, and he sweeped me, and not because I misplayed, because I was just drawing bad cards that I didn't need at the time, and he was drawing God hands. So I hope you guys like this. I'm gonna try and get Melrose to do. He came 4th in Swiss. I came 8th in Swiss, and we both get put out on the first round of the top 8 together. I'll try and get him to do a deck profile of his. Sam could probably do it because it was Sam's fucking deck. But if you enjoyed this, guys, let me know. Let me know what yous might have changed, if anything at all, side deck wise, main deck wise, just feeds and stuff like that. You know the drill. You know the drill. If you're a regular here, you'll know the drill. Leave a like, leave a comment. I love you guys. Peace out.